I'm Kelly Makeley, the Rose Creek Watershed Coordinator. The Rose Creek Watershed is an urban water system that drains into Mission Bay in San Diego, California. There are many preserved park areas within walking distance of suburban neighborhoods. It's a wonderful place to visit, containing great natural beauty and recreational opportunities. It's also home to rare and endangered wildlife. In this segment, we are visiting one of the 3 main trails within the system with Debby Knight of Friends of Rose Canyon.
Why I like coming down into Rose Canyon is that you drop down out of the world of concrete and cars and you end up in this entirely different world, surrounded by plants, animals, and you're infused with a whole different feeling than you are up in that other world. And yet here you are in this green belt in the middle of the city. Here we're getting down to the bottom of the Regent's Trail. This is the Park Road. It runs east and west level through the park. So we've walked west through the park and we've come to a bridge here. This is an old trestle bridge because the train used to run over through this part of the canyon rather than where it does now. The water that flows under this bridge is called Rose Creek. It starts out east of the 15. There's another creek called the San Clemente Creek that flows through Marion Bear Park, also starts out east of the 15, and they come together as Rose Creek and then flow down into Mission Bay. That's what's called the Rose Creek Watershed. All the water that collects in that area and drains into those 2 creeks. The very cool thing about this is that it means that this area right here is directly connected to Mission Bay. The quality of the land that's protected around here helps protect the water quality that drains into Mission Bay. It also helps protect the habitat that's around these creeks. So you can continue west about a mile, eventually get to another trailhead, but we're going to head back east. These trees here are sycamore trees. As you can see, they're giant trees, biggest trees that we have. I love them. The reason they're growing right here is that the creek flows through here, and they need this kind of water in order to grow. You can't make a place like this. Every bit of land here matters. Every time you chop off a piece of this land, a little bit here, a little slice, a little patch, and pave it, you've diminished everything else that remains. Most important thing you can do is keep the protected habitat that's connected. That gives birds and other young animals places to disperse to. Now we've crossed over Genesee. We're on the east side of Genesee. That's UC High School right there. And you can see the trail continues on. You can go at least a mile till you get to the 805. And the reason you see a lot of stumps here is that we worked with UC High School as part of a project to get rid of the eucalyptus trees here, which are non-native trees. And what this has done is showed you that this is Rose Creek. Right there, all those beautiful green trees are part of the wetland area around the creek that flows here right by UC High School. And we'll be working with high school students in the community to replant native plants that are here, including the oak trees and others. Now we're going to head back to the native plant garden. Here we are in the native plant garden, the Magic Garden. We bring kids here from UC High School, Curie. They're all in walking distance. And we divide them into small groups, 4 or 5 kids with an expert guide. And they get a chance to just explore nature the way kids used to in the old days. Think how much it costs to build a facility for a school or a park for people. All we have to do here in Rose Canyon is not destroy it. And we've got this wonderful place for us and for our future generations.
Thanks for joining us to explore the Rose Creek Watershed today. I invite you to visit our website, to learn more about the projects we're working on to improve and preserve this beautiful pocket of nature in the heart of San Diego.